All right, so it's day 4 of Grumpy trying to give CIG feedback for all the things that they asked for. So roll the intro and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy. Grumpy,
All right, so if you did not watch the previous videos, I encourage you to do so. You just go onto my channel and just check out the videos. They're not highly edited. It's not like super quality content like you're used to from me, but it is a bunch of topics that I was talking about for years, but nobody was listening. And now I'm hoping that somebody is listening. You can find the surveys down in the pinned comments in all of the videos. And this is going to be the second to last video. The next video that I'm going to drop tomorrow is not going to cover any of the topics that they actually wanted us to give them feedback on, but I still did it. And you guys asked for it, and I know that everybody wanted me to talk about it, and I knew that even before you guys asked for it. So just chill, take a chill pill. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, and until then, watch this video and try to enjoy the video. But before that, let's take a look at today's sponsor. Beam Eye Tracker delivers eye tracking performance of the high-end hardware by only using your webcam or your cell phone camera. It is the first and only webcam eye tracker especially designed for gaming purposes. Whether you're into War Thunder, Star Citizen, Microsoft Flight Sim, IL-2 or DCS World, or Elite Dangerous, or even Star Wars Squadrons. Remember when Star Wars games were good? Or maybe you're into driving sims such as F1, Dirt 5, BeamNG Drive, bus or truck simulator games. Well, Beam Eye Tracker has got you covered. But that is not where it stops. It also works with Arma 3, DayZ, and Insurgency Sandstorm. So for all of you fellow DayZ players, now you can see the bullet flying at you while I snipe you from 300 meters.
Take a right into Cami and go
Oh my
past the police
god! If you're a streamer, you can also enhance your streams with the eye tracking overlay, which will show your stream in real time exactly what you're looking at. And even though it supports webcams that have higher frame rates than 60 FPS, you don't even need to have one. It's not a problem, you can just use your phone or your iPad. On top of that, Beam Eye Tracker has all the perks that hardware units have, such as presence detection and privacy filter, which blurs the parts of your screen that you're not looking at or locks your screen entirely when you're not around. It also has multi-screen pointer and mouse jumping, so if you have a wall of screens in front of you like I do, you will stop losing your pointer because it will appear wherever you're looking at. And if you want to be a major league gamer like I am, you can use the Beam Eye Tracker to track your habits while you're trying to be a sweaty gamer, and it will show you detailed analytics of how much you actually suck. And did I tell you that it's only 30 bucks? Like, come on, it's a bargain. And if you buy one through my referral link or referral code, I get some money back, and yeah, I'm just gonna spend it on, I don't know, spaceships, I guess. So yeah, just use my link, and yeah, thank you very much to Beam Eye Tracker for sponsoring this video. So anyway, let's continue. Anyway, game economy. We have opened this thread as a part of the okay, let's just go straight into the survey. How would you rate the current state of game economy? 1, like what economy? Everything is overpriced and you earn nothing for like hours and hours of work. And it's not any close to what Tony Z said, and it's not like dynamic and or whatever. It's just like whatever they drop or whatever they hotfix, that's how it is and how it's going to be for quite some time. How would you rate the current state of items selling? I'm not sure what they mean by this, but I mean, I guess you can sell it, unless you can't because nobody's buying because people are like selling everything. But since like most of the players are not playing right now, I guess the item selling is going to work properly. I don't really know. Like, I'm not a holder. I did it from time to time because like it's honestly boring and it's tedious now. But yeah, anyway, how would you rate the current state of repair, refuel, rearm costs? They're actually pretty good, and I'm gonna give them a 5-star. If the prices were higher, like there would be no point. You will be constantly losing money. So The costs right now are good. Maybe lower some of the costs, but like for torpedoes and all of that, I get that they need to be expensive and all that. But then again, like it's still a fucking alpha, and even if it wasn't, like the payout that you get for whatever is like you're basically just losing money, and it's better for you to ram your ship into the station and just spawn another one, because rearm is gonna cost like way too much. How would you rate the current state of insurance claim and expedite fees? That one is gonna be low as fuck, because everything needs to be faster in this game, much faster. How would you rate the current state of mission rewards? 2. I'm gonna say 2, because some missions reward you pretty good, pretty nicely, but then again, some of them are dog shit. I would give it a 1, but like if you purely because of the cargo trade or the new missions for like cargo missions. Like I saw a mission that was like 87 SUs. Like it took me for like 8 SUs. It took me like, I'm gonna say 40 minutes. I forgot, but I'm gonna say 40 minutes of gameplay under quotations to like do it, and it was tedious as fuck, and it was boring and blah 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 because they nerfed the multi-tool or the tractor beams, and then I got 14k for it, and then like one of the next missions was 87 SUs for like 15k, and I'm like, dude, who the fuck is gonna do that? Like honestly, are you being serious with this? Like, come on, like. Dude, how would you rate the current dude, like it doesn't even pay for the fucking fuel and everything, like let alone the time that you spend just doing, like what are you gonna buy with that? Like, come on. How would you rate the current state of commodity training rewards? Again, I'm not a trader, but it could be a lot better because I saw a bunch of people. I did it, but it's not my main thing, and I don't even fucking play that much anymore. But when I did trading, and it was like it leaves much to be desired. That's what I'm gonna say. How would you rate the current state of mining, refining, and harvestable rewards? It's basically the most refined mechanic that we have in the game, but then again, as a pirate, you can't really pirate a miner right now, because like what are you gonna do with his saddlebags? Nothing. Like you can't sell all of it, you can't sell any of it basically, so like what's the point? But for the miners themselves, I guess it's pretty cool. I mined a lot back in the day, and I mined a lot when they like refined the mining, or should I say when they reworked the mining, and it was a lot better. But because like you can go and like mine whatever, and you're still gonna get some money, but I don't know. It still could be done better, honestly. And again, there's a glaring issue with the piracy, because like you can't really pirate miners, you can just like extort them, and that's it. How would you rate the current state of the game costs, rentals? Dude, way too fucking much. How would you rate the current state of salvage income? I heard, because I didn't play in this patch, and I did not salvage in the last patch. I don't think I did, but I heard that it got nerfed to the ground, and that the only viable thing to do right now is to go and hull scrape, which is the most tedious thing ever, and it was not supposed to be that. And if you look at the brochures and all of that, you will see that they said a bunch of times that the hull munching is going to be like the main income earner, and then the hull scraping was supposed to be like the icing on the cake, or the cherry on the top. You can quote me on this, and you can go and search it. Like, I'm not gonna, this is not a video where I'm gonna like show you the fucking proof. If you don't believe me, fuck off. Honestly, I talked about this for fucking years, And we got this where like it's fucking reversed, where your hull scraping is the main money earner and your hull munching is just like, why even do it? Honestly, and hull scraping is too fucking tedious and boring, and it's just a power wash simulator. Might as well go fishing if you like that. But yeah, environment, art, and audio. So we're just gonna skip through this because nobody really cares about that, and like nobody cares about my actual feedback on YouTube, even though I am a audio engineer and a music producer and all of that. But how would you rate the current state of the game music? That's the first thing that I saw, and I'm gonna give it a 3. And this is why I'm gonna give it a 3. Not because I'm I'm a fucking dick, but because all of the music is missing a strong melody. Like there is not a single song or like a piece that was composed for this game that you can hum. Think of Star Wars, you can hum it. Think of Indiana Jones, you can hum it. Think of fucking Helldivers 2, you can hum it. You can actually sing it because you heard it, and it is a strong melody. In Star Citizen, like, I played it for fucking years, and I am a musician, and I cannot remember a single melody because there isn't any, because it's just like chords and all that. I'm not gonna go into it, but that's why, like, the production is good, it's great, but it just needs, like, it misses the point because it does not have strong melodies. How would you rate the current state of the environment, art, and audio? I guess 4. I don't know. What could be done to improve the current state of environments, art, and audio? I mean, there could be more things in the environment to, like, interact with, first of all. But if you were just talking about art that you can't interact with, I don't know, graffiti. Just like make the whole world more alive. Like random fucking graffiti on Daymar on a rock. Why not? Just in a random spot, and then like 100 kilometers the other way, another fucking rock with graffiti on it. Different graffiti, same graffiti, it doesn't fucking matter. How would you rate the current state of ambient environment audio? It's like the ambient audio is good, but like the footsteps are like, come on, most of the footsteps are just like you run on metal and it sounds like tile, like fucking, or concrete or whatever. So I'm gonna give it a 3. How would you rate the current state of weather and environmental effects? I'm gonna give it a 3. I will give it a 1, honestly, because it still blows your ships up into the fucking sky if your engines are not off. But that's not the question. The question is whether or not I like the effects, and I'm gonna give it a 3 because they could be better. They're pretty simplistic, I guess. Like they're just there. They look like placeholders, is what I'm saying. How would you rate the current state of environmental arts? Ambience. I am not sure what that is, so I'm gonna give it a 5-star. Honestly, I do not know what it is. How would you rate the current state of ship audio? I'm gonna give it a 3. And the reason is because most of the ships sound the same, and some of them sound better. Like, I get that Aegis ships are gonna have the same like spokesperson or whatever, like the same computer talking to you and all that, but the engines and all, like, they should sound different because it's a different cockpit, the placement is different, etc, etc. So I would love to hear, not see, but hear more, but then again, submit. FPS Combat, oh my god. Whew. How would you rate the current state of FPS Combat? Jank, slow. It's not that slow, but it's jank, very jank with your weapons de-equipping and just random fucking jank happening. How would I fix it? Fix the fucking servers and then see if it's the code or just the server issue. Like a scope glint, no. That should not be a thing, especially not in dark areas. And the fact that the scope glint is like more brighter than flashlights from afar is just like mind-boggling. But yeah, how would you rate the current state of melee combat? There is melee combat in the game, really? No, too fucking desyncy to even talk about, honestly. I can tell you that I had a lot of fun when melee was completely glitched and you wanted to like assassinate them silently. You would just like do a 180, like this is you standing up, and you would just do this and go into the fucking ground and die like yourself. It was the funniest thing ever, and it was there for like 2 patches, and it was fucking jank and crazy. How would you rate the current state of force reactions? So this is the thing that I dislike very much, even though I understand that even though the ships have gravity on them for like sci-fi reasons, there needs to be some inertia and all of that. But like if I'm standing in the back of a cuddy and the dude is going slowly and pulls like a 1.5 G turn and I fall over, that's a bit too much. So I like that they're there, but they are way too over the top, and yeah, okay, 2 stars. They're way too over the top, and like that needs to be fixed. How would you rate the current state of grenades? Dude, they still fucking return to your hand. It's crazy. You still fucking toss them and drop them in front of you. It's like, come on. Yeah. How would you rate the current state of FPS weapons? Yeah, just ballistics. 3. Because like you're only going to use ballistics, especially if you're pirates, because yeah, you got to open those doors, and your laser gun is not going to open the doors to shields. So yeah, you got to use ballistics. So I would love to see more variety, and I saw a bunch of weapons that they like teased us with on Citizen Con and later on in ISC videos and all that. But yeah, like we got to see them first in the game. I mean, how would you rate the current state of leaning and mantling? Leaning is great. Mantling is no, like you can't mantle, like you can't go on top of any box you want to. Like you can't mantle on top of things that are like at your hip level, because instead of coding in mantling to the character, so you can hop, like get on top of anything basically that is in your hip level, or let's say chest level or whatever. Instead of that, they coded it into the objects themselves. So let's say you tip your ship over and you want to hop into it, and you can get to the ledge of the entrance of your ship, but you basically can't do it because the character is not interacting, because the ledge itself is not coded. It does not possess the code that is needed for you to like enter the mantling fucking animation and hop into the ship. How would you rate the current state of FPS weapon attachments in attachment systems? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would like more, but for what it is, it's fucking great. How would you rate the current state of stamina? I would love to have more of it. That's it. How would you rate the current state of armors? Only the heavy armor is like, you either go no armor or heavy armor. Like there's no point in having light armor, like seriously. All right, so the next one is mining and harvesting. I thought we did mining already, but it was like with the cargo thing. Oh, okay, I can't open it. All right, I'm not gonna sign in because I never signed it previously, so yeah, I'm not gonna do it. For some reason, this is asking me to sign in. But yeah, I'll just do it like this. Refining. What do I think about refining? It's good. It looks. It doesn't really look like anything, but it works nicely, and it should stay like that. And obviously, we should get refining, like dedicated refining ships and ships that can refine on board. Volatile, or I would say that there needs to be more of it, and it needs to be like different types of volatility, or however you say that. So like some of them, like Contanium, would be like time restricted and you had to like deliver them really fast. Some of them, like we have with those boxes, some of them you can't quantum with, and then some of them you can't really bang up your ship like that much. I would like to have that so that it will be like a 3-star. Scanning and locating resources, dude. Like, does this even work in 324? Like, I did not even try to scan. Like, scanning is historically fucking broken. It was broken since day one when I started playing in 2020. The last time I tried it, it was 323 and it was broken. Surface mining, I would love to get different things closer to points of interest. So let's say more like Quantanium, Baxelite, and all of that is like gonna make you more money. Let it be closer to some points of interest, so you could have some people close to you, so they can check you out, so they can pirate you, so they can find you. And let's say if it's like Brios or whatever, then that's fucking amazing. Asteroid mining, it's fine. I would not touch it. Like, just go to, like, if you don't want to have any interactions with people, just go into the asteroid fields and just like do your mining there. FPS mining, didn't try it in a while, but I guess it was working okay. I know that they fixed the like pick up fucking mechanic, pick every like shard up from the floor, so it's good now. Even though I would say that there needs to be more variety, because we have, and let me see if I can remember this, Hephaestionite, Dolomine, and Aphorite, right? And it's only like 3 things, and then they added one more, but it's super rare. I would love to see more minables, like FPS minables. Harvestables, like, I do not understand why, like, yeah, we can harvest some things, but like, why? And they're not in the wilderness like most of them, except on Microtech, I guess. But yeah, like, what's the point? And then you harvest it in, like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, are you gonna eat it? No, because you can buy stuff and eat that, and it's just like less of a hassle. Can you craft anything with it? No. Can you, like, does it give you any buffs? No. So the fuck is the point? Fracturing and collection, I would say that this works pretty nicely. Like, it works as intended. When it works as intended. So 3-star. Subcomponents and gadgets. Before the rework of mining, it was basically working the same, but they just changed the components that are needed. So you had to like research it and buy the other ones. So I don't get the point of that, but they are good, and they work and they do the thing that they're supposed to do. So yeah, it's a 4-star. Mining ships and vehicles. I would love to see the Arastra in the game. I would love to see a big ass mining vehicle, like bigger than the Anvil Centurion or whatever it's called, a thing that's gonna have basically a landing pad where you're gonna land and take the ores and go and like sell them, a thing that's actually gonna roam around the planet. And like, that all ties in with me wanting to be on a planet for a while. So you would basically have that as a mobile station, like an FOB, a mobile FOB, base of operations, if you don't know what that means. And then you just like have a couple of like mining lasers from ships, so you can actually mine the big rocks. And you have like a vehicle bay for the smaller rocks if you want to use the ROC, or maybe it just has like a grinder on the bottom, so you, like, whatever you go over, it just like collects it and that's it. So it just gives you a steady fucking income even if you're not finding a good rock, right? So I would love to see something like that. And like on top of that, if it has like a not even a landing pad, but like tractor beams and maybe a refinery on board, so you can have like a bunch of moles and prospectors just flying around collecting stuff, bringing it to you so you can refine it, and then you just take one hauler and just toss everything in the back and go and sell it. I think that would be great, but who am I to say anything? Resource distribution, I guess that's pretty good. It got reworked, so it's much better than it was before. Mining difficulty, it's not difficult at all. I wouldn't make it any more difficult. It's a pretty cool mini game, and it doesn't need to be changed that much. Like, mining was always the most like refined game loop that Star Citizen had. But let's continue. So let me see if I can open this one. Yeah, I can open this one. So this is keybinds and controls. Oh my god. How would you rate the current state of keybinds and controls? Like, is this like, was this made by ChatGPT? Can you like give us more, like more? Like, can you tell us like exactly what you mean, or like what? I'm gonna say 2. The reason being is it's great that you can keybind almost everything to your sticks or your what let's say 3. Let's say 3. Let's be generous and say 3. It's great that you can keybind everything to your sticks or your keyboard and mouse or whatever. But on the other hand, the issue is that you cannot find those fucking keybinds. First of all, they are not in the spot where it would be logical for them to be. Secondly, there is no search bar. So, like, there is no fucking search option because it's just, like, prohibited in Star Citizen. Search bars just don't fucking exist. So, let's, like, in DCS, if you know... like if you want to keybind or like bind your fucking sticks or your throttle or whatever for a special plane, and if you know the keybind on the keyboard, you can just press that keybind and it's automatically going to drop you to the keybind itself. So you can just bind it to your stick or your throttle or whatever. So that's a cool mechanic that CIG needs to steal from DCS because, Jesus Christ, like, it's great that we have a bunch of controls, but like it's just impossible to find what you actually need. What could be done to improve the current state? Exactly what I just said. How would you rate the current state of the mouse and keyboard setup? Well, maybe less shift plus something, alt plus something, right alt plus something, control shift and all of that. Maybe less like alternative functions and more like functions with your keys on your keyboard. But I'm not a keyboard and mouse player, so I don't really know. I know that I get confused every time I have to use them, so yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 3, I guess. 3. It could be better. It can always be better. How would you rate the current state of default controls and control profiles? 3. How would you rate the current state of joystick setup? I mean, 3, although it just constantly forgets what I'm doing, and it forgets the controls, so I need to like rebind them, or I need to use my log file or whatever it's called, like profile. And I have a friend that, like, for I don't know how many patches, just like every time he opens the game, it resets the controls. And it has something to do with the game, not his sticks, because in the other games the sticks just work normally. How would you rate the current state of the gamepads? I never tried it. I meant to try it, but I just never did. So 5. How would you? I know the Morphologist is using the gamepad for like recording videos and all of that. So I'm gonna give it a 5 because his videos are fucking amazing. Like they're visually amazing. How would you rate the current state of head look, controls, and setup? What? So like moving your head around? I don't know. Fucking 3? Yeah, I don't get it. Would you rate the certain import and exports? Okay, so import and export, I mean, I guess it works, but sometimes importing doesn't really work. It could be done better. It could be, like, it should say, oh, this is your left stick, this is your right stick, this is your control panel, or whatever. Currently, just, like, on my sticks, and I have the Virpils, it just shows you, like, numbers, and basically everything is just the same, and you're just hoping that you're gonna load up the same, like, the profile in the same order than you did, especially if you have a bunch of things like I do. I have like 2 sticks, 2 control panels, and pedals. So it, like, yeah, sometimes I fuck it up, so I need to fucking remind it like 3, 4, 5 times because it's not really obvious what is what. How would you rate the current state of control curves and settings? It could be done better, but it's pretty good, and it's very nice that it is included in the game. Submit. All right, so that is it for today, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about the things that you wanted me to talk about that I am very eager to share with you, and yeah, the gloves are going to be off as per usual. So peace out and see you tomorrow.